Welcome everybody. I'm pleased to present you the coaching activities of World Archery Federation. First, I would like to introduce my team. Myself, Pascal Colmer. I'm Director of Development and Coaching Education. At the Lausanne office, I work with one collaborator called Melanie. She's coordinator mainly of Olympic Solidarity projects and all activities run at the World Archery Excellence Center. For coaching, we work a lot with a coach trainer, I will introduce them later, and 3 development agents, one in America, Sergio Front, one in Africa, Khaled Lamande, and a new one in Oceania, Kushla. She is in Oceania. So what we try to do in World Archery? Originally we help mainly the nations who have not a very developed archery in their country. So for that we try to help them to develop their own national coaching certification program. To develop such a program, we can use the Olympic Solidarity funding, particularly one program called Development of the National Sport Structure, or any national funding from the Federation, from the National Council of Sport, Ministry of Sport, something like this. To help these countries, we produce several documents, several tools, let's say, coaching tools. We have developed manuals, level 1, level 2, a video, some guides for how to make basic equipment, how to set an archery range, how to observe an athlete. Recently we have developed an e-learning program for the level 1, and we have also developed some PowerPoint presentation for the coach trainer, many other projects like the Beginner Awards program, and so on. We also help the nations with our coach trainers. Coach trainers are those who train coaches. Train coaches level 1 and level 2. I will come back on this function a little later. Again, we can use for any project almost, we can use the Olympic Solidarity program, or we have a budget also, we World Archery, and the Continental Association have some also. I come back on this assistance a bit later also. Another function we do in my department is to help the professionalization of the coach. We'll come also on this important subject during this lecture. Another thing is we trust that there will be some competition between the quality of coach training, coach education among all countries. And this competition will help us to progress, to do better. First of all, I would like now to go in details in all these points, and particularly our concept of coaching. Our World Archery concept is to help the archer. The coach is here to help, to assist the personal development of the competitor in archery. For that, the coach should first be able to observe, listen, analyze, provide feedback, have some exchange with the athletes, and from there propose a plan, individualize the plan and also the technique and also the development. It's not the only concept. There are other concepts. For example, some coaches and also some national archery federation have a very predetermined school. Archers have to shoot like this, have to train like this. Understand? There are other concepts, but ours is not like this. We are a partner of the archers, and we work together, we collaborate together to make the archer progressing. Now on this graph you will see we have set 3 levels: beginner level in blue, intermediate archers are in red, and yellow in gold, like the target color. And the archer will progress, maybe not on such a linear, nice progression. And during this progression, the archers have to collaborate first with a level 1 coach, and after that probably with a level 2 coach, level 3 coach. Or if you want, there are very few archers who have the chance to start with a national coach. So in fact they first work with a club coach, maybe a provincial coach, maybe a national coach of the junior or cadet team or B team, and finally a coach from the national team. So that means that along their career, archers have to collaborate with different coaches. And this is why it's very important that there is a coordination, a cooperation among all coaches. There should be some harmony of training, because when there is a change of coach, this is a critical transition, a critical period. One coach has assisted an archer to develop his or her neuromuscular memory to do something, and suddenly a coach maybe asks, why you do this? Oh no, you will change this. So what happened? The archer has to remove some programmation, internal programmation, and replace it. And very often, unfortunately, it takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and even sometimes fail. But if the coach has the same concept, same line of development, the transition will be much easier. Okay? We have another graph explaining the same thing in the PowerPoint. And also in coaching, everybody in archery, everybody starts as a novice. That means knowing very few things. We are at the bottom of the elite pyramid. Okay? You can see on this graph, the base, the novice, at the top, elite, and you see the red line. Yeah, this is how the coach, him or herself, has progressed in our sport. Maybe sometime when he was archer, he has tried something that didn't pay back and lose some time, trial and errors, let's say, learning. And each coach, we have usually a real past experience in this sport as archer, and we have reached certain level among this pyramid, some very low, some very high, of course, different levels. What we expect as coach is our student will do better than us. That means they will be higher in the elite pyramid, and if possible, faster. That means without spending time trying something that doesn't work. Okay? So this is what this graph means, and it means that all coach put some of his or her past experience in the way we teach. It's fair, it's not wrong at all, but nevertheless we have to find out a compromise between harmony with other coaches, in which we put our experience. This introduction of our experience shouldn't disturb the harmony of all coaches from the same archery organization, especially from the same country. Okay? So, how we progress? Usually, of course, let me see, I will rephrase a bit differently. Our goal is to have archers going higher, becoming better than what we were when we were archers, we coach. So, to get progressing archers, what do we need? But we need first to progress ourselves. This is mandatory. How we progress? What is our path, usual path? Usually after practicing as archer, we follow an initial education of coaches. We call that initial training, coaching training. Eh? We go to a course, coach level 1, something like this. After a course, we can challenge another level of coaching, level 2, level 3, whatever, how many levels you have. Some countries have only 1 level, some have 5 levels, it depends. But between these two levels, it's important to keep ourselves progressing. That means to follow some continuing education, to assist to some seminar, to read books, to go on internet, and so on. We, of course, develop experience. We say we have developed experience as archer, but we have also to develop experience as coaches. We will see that something works well doing differently, doing like this, and so on. We have to make also trials and maybe errors, is possible, but success for sure. It's important also to evaluate ourselves. By ourselves or by someone else, a pair, someone else. Okay. To figure out where we can progress. As long as we don't know where we can progress, it's difficult to progress. Of course. Eh? As you know, to help an archer from the novice level to his or her top, it takes a lot of time. We did a survey years ago in Leipzig World Championship, and we figured out most of the archers needed 7 years from their beginning in archery, start in archery, to their international level. 7 years. So, if it takes 7 years for an archer to reach his top, how long it will take for a coach? Much more, for sure. So it's a long-lasting project, and this is why we should not wait for another coaching education, another attendance to a coaching course or seminar to learn to progress. We should keep ourselves learning, ongoing education. So, with World Archery and FITA this time, by the way, our first question was how many levels we need in coaching. And we say in some countries have a system like club coach, provincial coach, national coach, international coach. What we say? Is it different to coach a high-level archer in a club than a promising archer at the national level? Not really. Not really. Coaching is the same, you know. So, what each level should target and how many levels? And first we say the source of our thinking was we should develop two levels to help archers with their need. A beginner has some needs that are different than elite archers. So we will try to develop this. So that means first we needed to figure out what are the usual steps of the development of archers. And when we have developed these steps, I will come back on them, we can now figure what the coach should do at this level, at this step. Understand? So, now you will see a very interesting graph, the three levels of coaches, where you have first, discovery of the basics is the need of novice. They need to discover the basics of archery. When we have a beginner in a club, in most of the countries, we don't know if this beginner will shoot a traditional bow, a compound bow, will shoot in the forest, on target, bear bow, we don't know. In 1 year, in 2 years, his or her future. So this is why, for us, I will come back, first we will just have to teach the basics, the most common basics of all archeries, if I can say. And of course the archer will progress maybe to a high performance level. Between these, the beginning and the elite, there is what we can say an intermediate level. It's a level of specialization. What we mean? After discovering the basics at level 1, archers say, "Coach, I would like to shoot with compound in forest. Some sort of field round or 3D round or whatever. Or coach, you know, I want to shoot on target with some sort of Olympic discipline like a recurve bow." Yeah. So this is a level of specialization. That means where the coach helps archers to become a specialist of one bow. Very few people shoot with two bows, some, but very few. But most of archers have two disciplines. One for winter, for example, indoor or in the wood, and one in summer, on target, whatever. So this is why, I will come back later, the level 2 has different specialization with different bows, with different archery discipline, as you can see on your PowerPoint. And finally, there is a level 3 when the main goal is to perform, to look for performance in a specific tournament, a predetermined tournament. So it's of course is related to training plan. Okay. So once we have just set 3 levels. In fact, we could have 4 levels because we will see now among the elite you have some elite amateur archers who just shoot 3-4 times a week, 2 hours per day maybe. And we have also professional archers. And this is a difference because when you are in charge of professional archers, you need more coaching tools. Your program should be more strong, your training program for professional archers. Nevertheless, we were able to develop a specific curriculum for each level, level 1, 2 and 3. For level 1, now some details about this level. Again, the goal is to help the novice to get the basics of archery without any specialization in one specific bow or one archery discipline. Because we don't know the future of this novice, what bow and discipline he or she will shoot later. So, the coach has to work with novice, but either one novice only or a group of novice. Novice that could be young, could be old, could have a physical challenge. Novice who are in a club, archery club, or in a school, or in a community center, rehab center, and so on. So our training tried to prepare all these different contexts. Recently we have introduced a two-step certification of level 1 coach. The first step is online to get the knowledge, the technical knowledge, but also knowledge on safety, knowledge on how to organize a course, a class, a program, and so on. We'll come back on this later, but there is an access code to enter the program. These access codes are available only from your National Archery Organization and are valid 1 year. And after the success of the online training, there is a practical training, a physical course, about 5 days, in which the coach candidate learn how to teach different archery skills, how to organize a class, to run a session, and so on, with an exam on the 6th day. Yes. To learn all this necessary knowledge and know-how, we have the online training, we have a manual, a video, we have different PowerPoint presentation used by the course conductor. We have also different guides how to observe, guide how to make equipment and so on. And to access our online, training, there is some requirement. For example, only candidates registered by the member association can take part. Also, only archers who have at least 2 years of experience in archery can expect to become a coach. They should have also attended at least 2 official tournaments. That means tournament on the national, the calendar of the National Archery Federation. And of course, they should be old enough to teach archery in their own country. And between the online course and the practical course, there will be also some other requirements, like to get knowledge on anti-doping fight, like Coach True program. Also, there are some different readings, books and so on, to read before the practical course. Okay, and people who want an equivalence or an exemption to pass the exam of level 1 coach, it is possible. The applicant should provide to World Archery Office different documents. You have on your screen the list. First, a written request. They should apply, of course. They should also prove that they have already attended one World Archery coaching course at the level 1 or even higher level, because we cannot give an equivalence to someone who knows nothing about what we do. Understand? That's true. They should also succeed the online course. This is mandatory, but the practical course can be exempted. Also, a letter is necessary, a letter from the National Archery Federation explaining, yes, this person is an active coach and we would appreciate that you give an equivalence or an exemption to this person. And we also ask a certification of success of the Coach Through program. After 4 years, because the certification lasts 4 years, it's possible to be recertified. Just simply send us to World Archery a written request, and with a letter of support from the National Archery Federation, stating, yes, we would like this coach keep his or her certification, and again, he or she should pass with success the online course another time. This is a very new program. Maybe in the future it will change a little bit, but we try with this first. Now have a look at the level 2 coaching course. As you already understood, it is a level of specialization. That means the coach has to assist archers who have completed the level 1, the program level 1, and for that we refer mainly at the Beginner Awards program, when they have the yellow arrow shooting at 30-meter descent score. And now we can see how to help them to become what we call intermediate archers. That means someone who will shoot with one bow in 1 or 2 disciplines, probably competitively, not sure. Because the public at the level 2 is a mixed. We have some people who are just here for recreational purpose, and some who wants to become a very good archer, the best archers. So it's difficult to satisfy the two profiles, but it is like this. And we have developed a manual with different modules of equipment, for example, for compound bow, bare bow, recurve bow, traditional bow, for the different archery, the main archery disciplines, for archers with physical challenge also. Also there is modules about generic sport training like anatomy, physiology, psychology, you see. There is a code of ethics, and there is also an embryo of training plan, which is more a program for level 3, but at the level 2 we should have some program to propose. And of course we help the coach trainer to well educate level 2 coaches with some presentation and other document. The duration to become level 2 coach is different because it depends the number of modules on the course. You can become level 2 coach only for one bow in one discipline, and you can become level 2 coach for 4 bows, including for people with physical challenge, and in 2 or 3 disciplines. It's a bit à la carte. Okay. The pre-training requirement, who can enter in a level 2 coach education, are people also only registered through their member association. We don't take individual registration, who have been coached at least 1 year at the level 1, at least 1 year. Who have for sure success at least once in our online training level 1. Normally they should do because they are level 1 coach. Complete the coach through program again. We make sure they do this. And there is of course some pre-course reading provided by the coach. Let's have a look at the coach level 3. Coach level 3 has as a mission to help archers to develop skills, different skills. And not really technical skills, because the technique has been learned at level 1 and level 2. Here it's more different physical skill, psychological skills, readiness, in order to pick at a specific period, even a specific date, specific tournament, with one bow, in 1 or 2 disciplines, because there is a winter and summer season. Another mission of the coach level 3 is, of course, to make training plan, to schedule all this development during a period of time, and to manage, to operate, even to structure the high performance of the club, the province, of the nation. There is also a particularity of the level 3. We definitively have to work with other collaborators. Also a bit at level 1 and 2, we probably work with one assistant. Many coaches are alone. But at level 3, we definitively have to liaise with the family, with the club coach, maybe provincial coach, with a physiotherapist, a doctor, sports science people, physical preparator, psychologist, sports science in general, even sponsor. Definitively at this level, when we work with elite people, we need a team, a group of people. You can see on national delegation, in the past we saw archers coming with one coach. Very often the coach was also team leader, taking care of all the travel, the training, the food, all. Now you have a team, a group of people who help archers, the national delegation or whatever. Eh? So this is a new challenge for coaches. Eh? The public is quite simple, is made of elite archers. Very often they already shoot well and they are competitors, high level competitors, very dedicated also to our sport. The difference here at level 3 is the coach who train amateur elite archers 3 times a week, 2 hours each time, or coach of professional archers who practice 2-3 times a day, 5-6 days a week. This is where we can imagine a level 3 plus for coaches of professional archers. To help the training of level 3 coaches, World Archery has developed different things. First, a guide to training plan, how to make a training plan. We have also some samples. Nevertheless, you have to adapt to your culture, to, how to say, what is already in place in your association, in your club, in your nation. In some nations, for example, there is a multi-sport program, multi-sport system in which you have to integrate archery. Also, we had during early 2000, we developed during 2 years training tips. Every week we publish the tips on how to train next week during 2 years. Yeah. We have also different document for the structure and operation of high performance. We have also different PowerPoint and so on, of course. A usual level 3 coaching course is about 5 days, sometimes more pending language and so on. And the pre-requirements are quite logical. Be registered by the member association, have experience at the level 2, the prior level, at least 1 year of experience at this level, and of course some pre-course reading. This is over for the coaches, but there is also coach trainer. Coach trainer are the tutors of the coaches. They usually train coaches of a level a little bit lower than their level. I want to mean a coach trainer level 1 is a trainer of coaches of level 1. So this trainer should be at least level 2, 1 level higher. Same, what we call coach trainer level 2 is the trainer of coach level 2 and is usually a level 3 coach. You understand this? I hope. And of course, to become world archery certified coach trainer, there is a training in which only candidates registered by the member association can attend. The duration of training is 10 days for coach trainer level 1 and 7 days for coach trainer level 2. After the training, the candidate must conduct a coaching course. It has to be conducted in the following years after the training. In total, each coach trainer is evaluated 4 times. First, during their training, we evaluate how they conduct a session. Okay, a practical session usually. After the training, they have to prepare the coaching course they will conduct. Their preparation to this course has to be sent to World Archery and we evaluate it. After that, they conduct the course, and after the course conduct, they have to self-evaluate how they prepare, conduct their course. But the participants also evaluate the course preparation and conduct. So 4 evaluation. And if they reach at least an average of 12 points out of 20, they are certified 4 years. And of course they can recertify. The recertification process is the same as the certification, except they don't have to follow, to attend the 10-day training for level 1 coach trainer and the 7-day training for level 2 coach trainer. You have a list on your PowerPoint of the coach trainer 1 year ago, a little bit more than 1 year ago. So we have to add some coach trainer from America, level 1, and also from Asia, particularly China. During our training, what level it is, and particularly level 3, there are 6 areas, specialties we train the participant. Technically, of course, at each level we need to develop the technical expertise, less at the level 3, more at level 1 and 2. Equipment. Equipment also is something important at level 2 and 3. Physical development, for all levels we need to educate the coach candidate. Mental skill, even for beginners, there is some mental disposition to set. After that, for level 2 and 3, we integrate competitors, to help archers during competition. This is. Some coaches are very good to develop skills in training, but it is also good to help archers to produce high-level performance in competition. It's another skill. And a skill close to this but different is team management, for transport, for attendance, for whatever it is. There are probably other specialties, but these 6 ones, we include them in our coaching education. About coaching education from World Archery, you have on the next slide the agenda of the next coaching course education. Have a look at the number 6, World Archery Excellence Center Resident Coach. It's a new program, we never did it really. It will be the first time. We'll have it in early next year, 2021. During a long period of time, it will be a learning hands-on. That means in the center where there is daily different archers from different levels, the candidates will be trained by 2 high-level coaches to train practically, not only practically, but also practically, to train archers on site. So the integration will be better, the know-how will be more developed than in a regular course, hopefully. So I let you reading all this schedule, but it is published every month in our newsletter. You can receive this newsletter, and it is also published online. Now I would like to ask you 3 questions. What is a good coach? So certainly you are thinking to many skills, communication skills, safety and so on. Great, great. But for your boss, what is important, when I say boss, is your National Archery Federation, your club, Provincial Archery Association, is you make archers progressing. Yes. So now another thing, another question is a certified coach a good coach? Not sure. Because when you receive a certificate, it doesn't mean now you are good. No. It means now we think you have good disposition to become a good coach. But there is still a lot of work to do. Yeah. The third question is, what? Because we have to make, as coach, we have to make archers progressing. How to do this? Yeah, many things, and depending also the general sport organization in your country, in your club, whatever, there are different solutions. But for sure, if you, as coach, progress, there is a lot of chance that your archers will progress also. our sport, archery, like many sports, has become more and more professional. And we have a good coach who cannot produce really high-level performance elite. Why? Because they don't work in an enough professional environment. I want to mean, in the past, the competition was between talented sport people, coaches also. This time is over. This time is over. Now the competition is mainly between the level of good level of professionalization of each country. I will come back on this. To make a strong archery nation, or strong archery club, a strong archery province, there are different things we can do. First, I would like to well set this objective. Sorry for my little confusion. When you are in a club, the club and the coach wants the archer become the best regional or provincial archers at one level higher. The Provincial Archery Association and provincial coach want the archer become the best national, one level higher. The National Archery Federation and the coach want the national archer become the best continental or world archer. You see? So we want archers progressing at one level higher. This is a consequence of many things, not only of a good coach. We need also, yes, we need good coaching assistance to the archers at different levels. For beginners, for intermediate, for people with challenge, physical challenge, for elite, yes, that's true. But we need also good, let's say, conditions, material conditions, good services. For example, access to a gym, fitness, good equipment, good facilities accessible all time, and so on and so on. We need also a good calendar of competition. If there is a calendar with many competitions, it's easy to make a training plan. We cannot go to competition during 2-3 weeks and because there are other competitions. But if you have only 2, 3, 4, 5 competitions in the calendar, you have to make them. And we need competition who prepare decently for the major event. I want to mean when your archers shoot for the first time with a public announcer, with public around and so on, it's disturbing. So we need to prepare also to this. And also, there is no efficiency in sport and all life without a good administration. If the administration is not efficient, maybe once we will have a good result, but it will not last. There will be some, if the money is spent stupidly to something useless, if the communication is not well established, if the decisions are not transparent, founded on a clear process, there will be problem, for sure. So as I tried to already explain, the competition is no longer between talented archers and coach. It is mainly now between the level of professionalization. If one country has developed a lot of professional archers, coaches, there is a chance that this country becomes better, has better results than a country who is amateur. Understand this? Ah, yes. So this is where we as a coach, we have to do something else. It's not only to coach archers to shoot well with bows and arrows. We need to help the archery organization we work for to be operated as a professional organization. Even if there is no real professional status, but the operation should be like a professional standard. If not, we cannot compete with those who have these professional standards. This is something quite challenging now in coaching education, but we progressively try to integrate some elements on this direction. To help your coaching development, we will actually try to do something. I have just explained what we are trying to do. But the coaching development is mainly up to the nation. That means the National Archery Federation, the National Ministry of Sport and Education, whatever, the Council of Sport, the National Olympic Committee. Yes. Also, the provincial archery organization helps, especially in Asia and America. There is a regular coaching seminars and certainly other program, training camps, and etc. But about coaching development, someone can do something yourself. You can progress yourself. Especially now, there are so many publication, video, information on internet, different seminars and so on. You can progress and you have to make your own development, organize it. Anyway, if something is not clear, incomplete, please contact me. I will try to answer and to help you. Now there is a period of question and answer, so please, now the floor is yours. Thank you for your attention.